me all day. And
in a time when you can rely on just 700,000 saint voices crying in the night to get the W or the NFC Championship replayed with only a minute 45 seconds left. Yes, friends, this is the end of the world. Kiss your loved ones. Say goodbye, because if the Saints fans have what they want, it will be murder by Snowflake.
Welcome once again to the Loki and Jabroni Show here on the aftermath of Championship Weekend. My name is Drew Brees. To my immediate right,
I am Alvin Kamara.
and the man in the box, as always, is Sean Payton. All right, we're just playing around.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Oh, do the motorcycle bit. Do it. All right, check it out. Let's be real for a second. I am the Redneck Adonis. My name is Jabroni at cburns19 on Twitter if you want to follow. The man to my right
is always Loki. You can follow me on Twitter at the Portugal Viking. Very easy to remember. It's Portugal and Viking put together.
It's funny how that works.
It is, isn't it incredible? But you got to put that little @ sign in front of it, or you can just find us by our name and sometimes even our phone numbers. But I don't want to give my phone number
Only
out.
reason I give it out is for this little hotline right here that we're opening tonight, and the man in the box, the man of the hour, the man who is not sour. He eats pancakes and lifts barbell plates. He is.
Woo!
Eddie Fogan.
All right, guys, I know we got a lot to talk about tonight. I know we're going to have one, count it, one
Yes.
Saints fan who's going to stand up and answer our questions. He is objective, so let's try to be easy on him. He's not like other people that we may or may not know in the natural life that we live. However, we'll start because Ed, he's been itching. What's on your mind?
He has.
It's just a good, happy story before we get into the bullshit.
Oh, I'm sure it's happy.
The bullshittery that is professional football. So I stopped at the Packy to get my gimmicks for the night, which Loki is also rocking the same gimmicks.
I'm going to be rocking that gimmick later on.
Sam Adams 76. If you haven't tried it, try it.
It's fantastic. The only thing better than 76 is the New England IPA. Juicy and hazy. Have you had that? Oh my God, that is
I got something to say about
Amen,
that.
my brother.
But go
amen.
ahead.
I got something to say about that real quick too. But so I go to the Packy and I grab my selection. I go up to the counter and the young lady goes, "I'm sorry. I'm sure I've seen you here before, but you look like you're under 40, so I need to see your ID."
Poor baby.
I haven't gotten to the punchline yet, so I'm
Okay.
laughing. I'm laughing, and I grab my ID, and I recognized her the moment I walked through the door, and I said, "Okay, but I'm pretty sure we went to high school together."
Oh.
And she looks at my ID, she turns beet red, she's like, "Oh my God, I didn't recognize you."
Doesn't that suck?
So, it was fun.
It is
It's
pretty
cool.
fun.
The fact that you don't recognize someone that you went to high school with as being 40.
I'm going to take a wild guess because I know I've changed. I've seen pictures of you in high school. I know you've changed. The only picture I ever saw of you pre-us meeting was the picture your mom put up on your birthday when you were like, I don't know, 6 months old. So I'm pretty sure you've changed a lot since graduation of high school.
not a whole
Am I
lot.
wrong?
Not much.
No, he really hasn't.
Okay.
I could say with honesty and certainty, out of all my friends in my time, Ed has pretty much been. I
a
mean,
little chunkier, but yeah.
goatee. Yeah, I was gonna say weight fluctuations and goatee. There you go.
Yeah, quick question from the Peanut Gallery. Why is your box in front of Loki right now? What the hell are you doing?
Hey.
Right?
Get your box out of my face.
You might want to take that one down for the greatest hits collection. because that's pretty badass.
That wasn't there a second ago.
Well, it's there now. Your box
Oh.
is all up in
Oh
his
my
face.
God! I'll never hear the end of that one. I'm never gonna let
Oh.
that one down. Are you serious?
Oh,
No,
you know
actually,
what
no.
it was.
because when he wasn't in, I had my
I remember
Yeah.
that.
The
But
box
he's here
was
now.
accidentally in my face. I swear I wasn't there.
the camera wasn't installed. I just installed the producer camera.
Well,
to the
guys,
software,
if you're
so-
watching along,
Yeah.
there is a bit of a delay between what we do and what you see on YouTube.
Yes.
So, for the benefit of those who are catching up now, and if you're on audio only, go to the YouTube channel, Loki and Jabroni, and see what we just went through. So,
real quick, because Loki mentioned IPA.
why
real
don't you
quick.
get your box out of his face first?
I got rid of the box. The box is gone.
All right.
Box is
There's
gone,
no
dude.
box in your face now.
No, I got the box. I got messages too.
You
People are
see
on
that?
it. They're like,
Dude,
"Yo,
it's-
box in your face."
Why?
The box is gonna disappear, bro.
There's a box in your face.
Guys, if you're audio only, another reason you should go and watch what we do on YouTube
If
every
you
single
think you
week.
can do better, but anyway, guess who's not going out without a fight?
Okay.
Elton John.
Pabst Blue Ribbon,
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
yes, I read
American
this, yes.
IPA.
You know,
No, American Pale Ale.
I was
Really?
gonna say, you
Yes.
know what? That's awesome because you know what? And with all these companies, I've talked about it on freaking oh, excuse me, I had
Mhm.
fucking snot going. I told you about that. Man. It
Understood.
starts off Basement Quest. I talked about it. GameStop selling out. And all these companies are selling out, and it's so cool to hear some company being like, you know what? I ain't got nothing left.
This
We
is-
swinging.
This is right after. Who were they sharing the factory?
Got them down to like what was it, 2 vats or something like
Yeah.
that.
Give or take,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're barely fucking being able to
So-
produce what they were keeping up with.
Unless
dude.
you're a
So it's-
hipster, nobody's buying that fucking
Yeah,
beer.
But actually, they were. They couldn't keep up with it, and that was the worst part. Was they only had like
It's
2
got
vats.
a pretty loyal.
No,
audience.
exactly, and
Yeah.
that's the
They're saying, nah, we're gonna commission a new product. So that makes the second new product they've come out with in the last year or so. They came out with a light. If they come out with a blueberry beer for $2, man, all
oh,
bets
Christ.
are up. All
Pabst-
bets are up.
Pepper Blue.
Is it better now, Jay?
Ghostbusters 3
Heard
is
about
coming
it.
out, baby.
I,
Are
you know
we
what?
super stoked about this or what?
I wanted
I
to, I wanted to
know.
wait a little bit till next week on that one,
No.
but we can touch on
No.
it. It's gonna be
Fuck.
great. Like
But it is going to be great. It's cheesy at all. Egon comes back as a ghost. CG.
I believe she's
Exactly.
great. And
Props to you, my man.
I mean, we hope it's gonna be good.
But actually, Winston was the one who confirmed. They're
Yeah.
all coming back. He's been waiting for them.
He's been doing TV shots here and there. That's it.
Oh,
That's
no.
it.
No, he's
And
been
commercials.
waiting. Oh, stop.
He doesn't
Not
Stop.
anything anybody's seen.
No, he's been waiting for.
throwing words against you. You're not a real fan.
Oh no, that's false.
The last great movie I think he did was The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
That's
The end.
false.
No,
Anyway.
The Crow.
But
Wasn't that? Oh, it's it's same.
Yeah, same. I'm super excited about it though, man, because I know that they're gonna do it justice. They're gonna do it justice.
I got a message for Leslie Jones. Here's a tip. Don't make a movie that sucks.
I got
Oh,
another.
wow.
I got
You know-
another. Is your underwear?
Oh,
And her
shit.
mouth.
Yep.
Me Wisman shirt. The you're welcome. But this is the great yay indeed shirt. I sent this picture to Jimmy. He loved it. As if
I
the-
got him a Jones bear. I got him some fucking
Grinch Bear-
drinking glasses.
Grinch Bear Jones.
And he was a
I know.
Packer. He ended up, of course, as y'all know, was in
A
the
rapist.
Bounty, yeah, but he was a Bounty Gate member too. He was one of the guys that took the extra money on the side
Mhm.
to take people out, and one of his former teammates, Favre.
Yeah.
On both, he was a teammate of Favre's on the Packers and on the Vikings.
Exactly.
And then he the next year afterwards
Targeted
went to freaking yeah, exactly. Went to New Orleans. And, it's like, oh my god.
Now that I mentioned the shirt, the only other thing on my mind, guys, is help the show any way you can. www.lokinjamarni.com. We got our great affiliate shopping there. We have where you can find our Patreon to donate to the show. A lot of big things going on the other 75 podcasts that we do. We'll talk about that at the end of the show because big news
I'm only on
regarding-
2. I don't know what you're talking about.
regarding
And my second one hasn't even aired yet.
regarding the other podcast, big news in the next 14 days, and you're going to have some fun with it. But now that we've gotten through all that, I'm looking at my clock. We have 14 minutes before Saints fan Jones, my Army buddy. I was never in the Army. Lee Bozeman comes on to talk a little Saints football.
All right,
Lead
well,
us into why you chose
open
this week,
I'm going to open
please.
it up very fast. First of all, Saints fans, I want you to know you're absolutely right. It was a blatant pass interference.
Correct.
The guy literally trained him like doot, doot, hit him before the ball even got there. Question number 1. Was the ball catchable? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Question number 2. Was that pass interference? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. By every stretch and every means of the definition. Yes, it was pass interference. Could that have changed the game?
We do not know.
We can't play that game.
Speculation and 50
Right.
cents will get you a cup of coffee.
We can't. Now, can you turn around and say that Drew Brees? Now, here's the thing that's really pissing me off about you guys right now is you turn around and you say, well, there was a minute 49 left. Drew Brees was first and on the 12-yard line. Was it the 12? I don't want to miscommunicate here. It was.
It was within the 20.
I know it was like 15 or 12. If you're out there,
the
correct
infraction
me.
happened at the
Give-
4.
Give me the information.
Right?
I don't personally. I'm just
You're
saying
man
it's
enough.
somewhere between 15 and 12. I know it was something like that. Drew Brees was in the red zone 3 fucking times. He settled for 2 field goals, and he actually got intercepted for one of those. So
Mhm.
your argument is with a minute 49 seconds left, the way that defense was playing, and they were playing hard, you could tell because of that pass interference.
Yep.
That dude wasn't even looking at the ball. That dude
The
just wanted
funniest thing about that, and I don't mean to stop you,
No,
was
you're good.
if he had maybe turned his head a little to the right, that's a catchable ball for him as well.
Oh yeah, yes.
That,
yes.
no, I don't remember his name. He's a hyphenated Peoples Jones,
yeah.
like Michigan guy or whoever. There's a bunch of hyphenated guys now. If he turns his head to the right and throws his hands up, that's a catchable ball. He might go 96 yards to the house, and we're not talking about this.
No.
But like you said, and like I've watched the replay a million times. Heaven forbid, because I have 7 or 8 Saints fans who want to play the replay over and over again and cry the blues. We'll get to that later on. That was targeted. But if you want to stop and talk about, well, he targeted us. Hi, Saints fans. Bounties, anybody?
Okay,
Hello?
so now I want you to make something clear. Targeted to injure and targeted to take him out of a play are 2 different things.
I'll agree.
That he was not targeted to be injured on that.
No.
He was targeted to be taken out of the play.
Correct.
Now, why I say that was that defender never thought that ball was going to get caught by him.
No.
He never thought that. And what he was trying to do was hit that guy hard enough that he couldn't be a blocker, that he couldn't go downfield and block for the person that was about to catch that ball. This defender had 100%, like, he was absolutely wrong. He was wrong.
He was a laser.
But he was 100% certain that dude was not going to catch that ball, and all he was going to do is plow him. Like
I'll give you that.
That was his point. Now, that being said, pass interference. Does it happen? Okay, it doesn't. If it does happen, and you can watch the video over and over again, yes, there is a ref on the sidelines going, don't you dare throw that flag. Don't you? He's yelling at his colleague.
Right.
Because they don't want the flag. Is it conspiracy? Look, if it's a conspiracy, let me go back to, like I said, there was 3 times you guys were in the red zone, you settled for 6 points. There was 2 times that the score was at goose eggs and that ball was not snapped. There's proof in pictures. There's 3 times that you had face masks. There was an offsides penalty that was on one of the Rams defensive player when the guy was clearly on the other side. So there are multiple instances that you can go back and look at this game and say to yourself that they had the chances, that they had the opportunities. Now, the ultimate revenge you have is you're going into overtime. You have the coin toss. It's in your favor. And what do? You get hit and you throw an interception. It allows the other team to hit. Now, this was a 52-yard field goal, 49, 50.
It's in the 50s.
It was 50-something. So it was not a chip shot. It was not a give me by any stretch of the imagination. Right. So if they missed that, they actually help you guys by giving you the ball at like the 50. They don't miss it. They go on to the Super Bowl. This is my issue with you Saints fans. Leave it there. There's no reason why we need to carry it on beyond that. You have a very good statement. Okay? We as fans know the officiating has sucked all year long. Hello.
All year? Let's go back 3 years.
No, just this year
I'll-
because they promised us that they were going to fix this. Remember they promised us that
Oh, I
this year
remember.
it was
I
going to be
remember.
different. It was going to be different, and it hasn't been. We can count multiple games where multiple fans from multiple teams are going to be upset, and they're going to want that game played again. Now, if you really play back all these fucking games, and yes, for some God-known reason, there's an Article 7, Section 1 that allows Roger Goodell to change the outcome of the game.
Or
if-
order it to be restarted.
Right, exactly. If he wants to be. Now, I take you guys back to 19... Fuck, my older people help me out here. I want to say maybe it's 88
Give me the
or
game. Give me the game.
it's 49ers and Chiefs way back when. And the
That's a
game-
regular season game.
Yeah, it's a regular season game. But my point being is, it went into over, or it didn't go into overtime.
Mhm.
The 49ers ended up winning, but the Chiefs fans were so mad they started throwing bottles onto the fucking field.
Oh shit, that was oh god, late 80s, early 90s.
Exactly. Yeah, it was so bad, in fact, that the commissioner at the time, because it wasn't Roger Goodell,
Was
he
Pete
actually,
Rozelle.
Yeah. Yes. He actually ordered the team to go out there and finish up the game with a minute left or something like that.
Mhm.
They barely kneeled down.
The teams
they
left
barely
the
got,
field for their own safety.
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
that.
Yeah, and they barely got off the field. They barely got off the field with their lives. They actually wrote it off and said, "Oh, there was no injuries." No, there was multiple injuries, multiple broken bottles across multiple broken skulls, man.
Mhm.
Blood everywhere on this fucking field. This is what happens when you replay that. Now, you're in the Rams' home territory. You bring everybody into the thing after they're Rams.
They were in New Orleans.
Oh, they were in New Orleans. My
That's-
bad.
that's-
My bad.
And
My
if
bad.
you remember,
Yeah.
and I'm watching this game, and Sean Payton went out, and I think it was the best reverse psychology ever. Guys, we really don't want you to scream too loud. We want this to be a fair game, yada, 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 wink, nudge, pull your little thing down, show your
Yeah.
eye like this. Meaning that Saints Nation is going to come out and scream even louder. And you know what? During a playoff game, if you're the home team, by God,
That's the bonus.
scream
That's
till
the bonus.
You,
Hey,
scream till you
that's-
mean it.
That's what you get for being first.
Exactly. But oh my god, I forgot where this point was going. Doesn't matter. Fuck it. They were in the Saints territory. The Rams made good, and you saw Jared Goff running side to side, watching the game clock. We'll get to the game clock when we talk to Lee Bozeman in just a few minutes. And
It was 2001,
Oh,
dude, really?
and they had a name for it.
What is it called? Bottlegate?
Bottlegate.
Oh,
Bottlegate.
Jesus, will you stop putting gate on the end of every fucking controversy?
Browns versus the Jaguars.
Oh, Browns Jaguars.
Yeah,
Yes, it
after,
was Browns.
After a 15-10
That's right.
loss.
Yes.
Why
That's
do we
right.
no okay, stop. Why do we need to feel the need to put the word gate on the end of anything? You know why they put Watergate? It was because it was the name of the fucking hotel. Bottlegate, Spygate.
Because
Bounty
you're
Gate,
right. Because
assholes.
the Browns owner
I'm not
actually
gonna
came
trust
out.
Jonesgate over here.
I know. The Browns owner actually came out and made
There is no Jones Gate.
excuses for the fans and said this is what happens when you upset the fans.
Horseshit.
And the fans
I'm
were
not
in
even
the
gonna
wrong
hit the button.
by
Horseshit.
any
You're
stretch of
absolutely right.
imagination. They
It
were
tells
That's
you-
not
absolutely
horseshit. That's
fucking wrong.
bullshit.
It
Yeah.
tells you on the back of the ticket, this is
Whole
a
bottles.
license.
This is the reason why they
Yeah.
stopped selling
It's
fucking.
showing pictures. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah, they
They
stopped.
tell you on the
they
back of the
stop-
ticket, it's a license.
They
You-
made him come out and fucking play it again.
They should make the
made him
fans
come
go
back
out and clean up the fucking
Oh,
field.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. It was
Not only
embarrassing.
should they have been forced to clean up the field, but then banned for life.
So here we go.
Oh, absolutely.
So now let
we
me
got 5 minutes. Go ahead.
so let me break this scenario down for you real quick.
Go ahead.
This is because I love this idea. Now, we're gonna replay the NFC Championship. We're gonna do it this Sunday.
2 weeks until the Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter. Shut
Okay.
up.
No, I'm with you. I'm with
shut
you.
your mouth.
Oh, yes, sir.
You shut your mouth, you dirty Falcons fan.
Let's do it that night. They can go right
No, no.
from that game to the next game.
We're doing
Midnight 30. Everybody's
We're
up
doing
watching
it
the
this
NFC
Sunday.
Part
We're
2.
doing it this Sunday, and we're doing it in Saint Stadium all over again because you know there's nothing going on in the New Orleans Dome. There's nothing going on there.
There-
So-
Taylor Swift might be there playing
No,
a
no,
concert.
not absolutely not. So we're playing it there again. Now, the Saints are going to win. Why? Because we're going to fix it. Here's the deal.
Okay.
Now we're going to go to the Super Bowl. If the Saints so happen to get beat by Brady, we're going to complain because we only had a week to prepare.
Oh, Jesus.
Whereas the Patriots
See, I knew it.
had
I
2
know.
weeks
I know.
to prepare.
See? But wait. Well, they had 2 weeks to prepare. No, they were preparing for Jared Goff and the Rams. They weren't preparing for Drew Brees and the Saints.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They were still rested. We weren't
You know,
rested.
I need a piece of paper.
We had to play another game before the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, and this is being serious. I actually do want this game to be played, and I
want it to be replayed.
I do. At the same time, the Pro Bowl is being played, and if it has more views than the Pro Bowl, then the Saints actually have merit.
Dude, wait a minute. The evening news in Hartford, which again, the Hartford proliferation of that television station only gets about 2 million viewers, if that. But that's their proliferation.
Yeah.
The evening news in Hartford gets more views than the Pro Bowl. I'll say on a Sunday morning. I watch the CBS Morning News on Sunday morning, and I listen to that cocksucker liar Scott Haney every day telling me the weather's going to be great. It sucks. Hoochie Mama Nicole tells me the traffic's fine. Traffic's not fine. Bunch of liars. Eat shit.
I stand by what I said on his thread today on Facebook. Call it a draw. Let them both play the Super Bowl. Tom Brady could do that.
Tom Brady could do that.
Or let them play their own Super Bowl against the it was the Chiefs.
The
So let the Saints play against the Chiefs.
Okay.
And let the real Super Bowl go on, and whatever gets more views
is the
is
winner.
what counts.
Whoever wins gets the $1 Million Man belt.
So there you go. It's like a participation trophy for football. I love it. I love it.
It'll actually count. So that way you have all the people that say that, oh, nobody wants to watch Tom Brady. Well, there you go. There's your proof. So if everybody actually watches the Super Bowl,
the numbers
Tom
don't
Brady,
lie, pal.
Right. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We're going to test Lee for sound when we come back.
I took care of that, though. I want y'all to know.
Yes, you did.
I took care of the Saints. See, because
most of them.
As a Vikings fan, and being in 2009, we got the Bounty Gate hose.
Christ.
So I went.
First of all, before we call Lee, Janelle just tagged in with Gimmick Gate.
Oh no, we have the Gimmick Gate. Loki and Jabroni.
I'll open up the Gimmick Gate.
No, Loki. Yeah, exactly. Give me one, because Loki and Jabroni show has a Gimmick Game exclusive for you. I work in Hartford, as you all know. And
Hartford's only an hour outside of Hartford.
I went to Hartford's only an outside of Hartford.
Oh, you ever seen the traffic there?
Yeah, I know.
Hartford's an hour away from Hartford.
70% of the time you get there, 30% of the time.
Really? I did want to touch on one thing you mentioned.
We got to make a call.
Hold on,
we got
to make it quick. But go ahead.
Real quick before he makes a call, no problem. So you said for some reason.
I'm still on my Hartford thing, but go ahead.
Goodell has that rule where he.
Yes, he does.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, he does.
Me and Jabroni talked about it a little bit before the show started. I like the rule. Here's the problem. That rule is meant for when you expose a bunch of referees taking money or illegal activity stuff, so that he can step in and be like, you know what? Well, you're fucking taking your win away. Legit. Nobody would fight that.
He did reference Pete Rose, which is
or how
correct.
about this? Your hometown. This is the other reason why they made Super Bowls in random houses, because you don't have any control of the home. Say you are the home team. Say you are in Boston, and you got one of these restaurants. Hey, opposing team, come here and eat for free. All you guys. And then they get fucking food poisoning. The whole
Darren Sharper is going to drug them all?
The whole fucking team, right?
Right. Yeah. Food poisoning Jones.
Now, how the fuck are you supposed to do
That's a great point.
Having that power necessary, undoing something for a bad call sets a dangerous precedent. And then
for every game ever played.
Game played prior.
I agree.
They'd have to evaluate
That being said,
and like I said, they'd go after all 5 of Tom Brady's rings.
I have been wrong by the Saints. Y'all agree?
Yeah.
Right? I've been wrong. And refs, right?
Yep.
And as being wrong by refs and by Saints, what happens is when you go to Voodoo, you can literally use that hatred and that anti against you. No, it's true. It's true.
No, I got you.
So I went to a Voodoo priest today. I shaved my head, and I fucking got chicken blood put all over me. And Saints, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Are you sure? Oh, my God. As we look at his bald head, we're going to go to break.
Saints, it's not happening.
When we come back, Lee Bozeman, Saints fan, he's going to be objective, and he's going to talk Saints football. We'll be right back.
day. And whenever I am at a swell cafe, say all I order is animal crackers, firecrackers won't do. Goodness gracious, I'm no chump, I just bit off a camel's hump. Animal crackers, I love you. I went to the animal fair, the birds and the beasts were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. And the monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk. I'm just wild about animal crackers, I can't live without animal crackers, bears and tigers on the old day. And whenever I am at a swell cafe, say all I order is animal crackers, firecrackers won't do. Goodness gracious, I'm no chump, I just bit off a camel's hump. Animal crackers, I love you. I went to the animal fair, the birds and the beasts were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. And the monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the month.
Welcome back to a special Wednesday night live stream of the Loki and Jabroni Show, and the one Saints fan who is going to stand up on his own 2 feet,
The only.
man up, and talk about Saints football is my old Army buddy. I was never in the Army, Mr. Terry Lee Bozeman II. We call him. Don't do that. Come on. But I'll ask.
That was tasteful.
Who dat?
Come on,
It's
that,
Lee
that was
Bozeman.
tasteful. That was tasteful.
Lee, how you doing tonight, buddy? How you doing?
Good. How y'all?
We are
You doing all right?
fantastic.
Good,
We're
brother.
great.
We're
Listen, a lot of questions, and I'm going to let Mike lead off because he's got the most questions. You and I had a little bit of a back and forth last night, and in 2 instances, look, you guys know I will always admit when I'm wrong. Lee brought up 2 different things where I said, you know what, hey, I stand corrected. But Mike's got a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions, but to lead off, we said we'll give any Saints fan 5-10 minutes to say
Yeah.
their piece,
Fuck
and
yeah.
then we'll open it up to questions. So why don't you tell us what you thought of what happened Sunday?
What do I thought? What, like my opinion?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
You see the
I
pass
mean,
interference.
It
it's
is what
it's
it is
blatant
what it
pass
is. I thought it
interference.
was-
What do you think of it? What do you think of it at the time? As soon as you
well,
see
I
it
don't
happen.
think that. I don't think there was a conspiracy, and it was not called on purpose or anything like that. I mean, I think it was a terrible no call. While if they get that first down, it's basically over. But you know, my son and I were watching a game. We were up in Little Rock for a Metallica concert, And so we went to a little place and had some drinks and stuff while we were watching. And they went down first 2 drives, came back with 6 points. And I told him, I said, it's going to bite him in the ass. It's going to bite him in the ass right now. And sure enough, I mean, you look at any game, if you don't play the game 100% perfectly, and then it comes down to a no call like this that costs you the game, then yeah, I can see you bitching and griping. But both sides made mistakes. The Saints should have won the game. They shouldn't have come down to that call. My son played baseball growing up. And I always said, you got 2 strikes on you. Don't let the umpire call it for you.
Amen.
You know, if you're gonna strike out swinging.
Bingo.
So, you know, the refs made the call or didn't make the call. It cost them the game. So be it. That's it.
I just looked over at Loki and his bald head. I'm sorry. I'm really thrown off by your new bald look. This is horseshit all the way around.
It's a little fuzzy.
Lee, let me
hang on a second. Hang on. Is he balding?
No,
or
he
just like,
no.
He's
is he doing this on purpose?
I shaved
he
it.
did it on
I
purpose. He's
shaved it.
Peach Fudge
I did it.
Jones.
He looks like he re-enlisted.
I did it because Jabroni. I did it because Jabroni was never in the army.
Right.
And I did it because I went and saw a voodoo priest today, and I got some chicken blood poured on my newly shaved head to make sure that you motherfuckers don't get over. Because you know what pisses me off? And I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
Lee's gonna be honest with you right back, but I think he appreciates your honesty.
I know.
Go ahead.
You know what's gonna piss me off? I'm serious. We have over 800,000 people signing a petition to get that fucking NFC championship remade, but we cannot sign a fucking 800,000 people to get homeless vets off the fucking street.
Amen.
This is fucking ridiculous, dude. This is
Oh, no, I
ridiculous. Like, I mean,
I agree, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. I mean, this is what we're all joining about right now.
Priorities.
is a pass interference call? Like, come on, man.
Right. But that's what's going on in your world, and mostly what y'all deal with on your show is sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And some political and all that, but it's sports.
Oh yeah,
sports.
you
So
got it. No,
so
you
that
got
is
it. It is.
The
You're right.
end all be all of sports talk right now.
Yes, you
Right.
are right.
And so, and until something happens, until Tom Brady
Does
with the
whatever he does. green flash in the
Yeah,
eyes.
Let him go. I have a feeling I
That's-
know where he's going.
That's what it's going to be about, you know. But you're talking about, you know, y'all. This old. It's old. It's fan is short for fanatic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
That's true.
you know, it's not just sports right now. It's politics. Everything is super energized right now for some reason, and I don't know if it's. I think it has a lot to do. I don't want to sound like an old man. A lot to do with the internet. You know, you can say what you want, do what you want behind a computer. You know,
Right.
you never have to back anything up, and it's just everything's just supercharged right now.
Oh no, absolutely. And the toughest part
Mhm.
about you is your thumbs when you're typing out whatever it is you're saying, instead of like what we're doing here. You and I've known you now 149 years, give or take. I don't know when the Civil
Right.
War was, even though I was never in the military. That's a long
Right.
story for another time.
Or the Civil War.
Or the Civil War, for that matter. But you and I have known each other a long time. Whenever we've had a disagreement, we sit down and we're like, okay, this is your point, this is my point. We may not agree, but hey, I see your point, you see mine. We did that yesterday. It was fantastic.
Right.
Other Saints fans, and here's where I'm going to kind of throw a little shade on Who Dat Nation. God, I hate that Who Dat bullshit, but I get it. It's y'all's thing, and ours is Rise Up, and yours is Skull, and yours is
Winner.
sucking Tom Brady's cock. I get it, Eddie. Don't worry about it.
Oh, do your job.
Do your job.
Do your
First of all,
job.
it's Twom.
All right, I get it. What bothers me is that there are not just the petitions, and you and I talked about that yesterday, but the lawsuit that just came out,
Oh God.
where people are suing the
They're not
NFL
winning that
because
Come on.
of emotional distress over a football
Right.
game. Look, 2 years ago, Eddie and I, producer Eddie Focus, is a Patriots fan. I'm a Falcons fan. You know that from way back, even though we never met each other. And we're sitting watching the Super Bowl, and at the beginning of the fourth quarter, he's ready to pop the champagne. I tell the story often, and I say, don't do it. There's a fourth quarter of football. This team falls apart in the fourth
I
quarter.
was smoking.
Do not, yeah, you were out 420 Jones. And I said, don't do it. At end of regulation, we're tied. 15 minutes later, the game's over, touchdown, Patriots win. And he looked at me and goes, how'd you know that? I said, because I know this fucking team. But
Right.
there wasn't a fist fight.
I was willing to lose gracefully, though.
Yes, you
I was
were.
all set to pour that.
As I did to you, a Patriots fan, one of our favorite people, Tim Silvestri from the deck, calls me. I'm walking through the door. My head is 6 inches below my shoulders. He's like, dude, you have nothing to be ashamed of.
Not a
Your
thing.
team played great. And I said, it was the best Super Bowl ever, even though my team lost. Doesn't matter. Why is it, in your opinion, and you're objective? That's what I love about you. And you're real. That's what I love about you. In your opinion, what is crawling up Saints fans' assholes sideways so much that they have to just go out and file lawsuits, do the petition gimmick, buy signs in Atlanta that say NFL blew it? I mean, what is it? It's not war. It's fucking football, dude.
Yeah, I think because of the stakes, you're going to hear a lot more, and people are, like you said, are emotionally charged. I mean, look, that article I sent you yesterday, that wasn't even a playoff game, was it?
No, it was the
Atlanta
Christmas Eve game this past year, and right.
So it wasn't even a playoff game,
right.
And
But
their petitions get started.
But like I said to
guarantee
you,
if you
go ahead.
If you Google, insert your NFL franchise here, and whiny fans,
Mm-hmm.
you'll pull up something. That's how I found that article. Atlanta.
Yeah.
I googled Atlanta whiny fans,
or
and that
simply
article
just
came
look up, does my team cheat with your team, and they will actually come up with a
that's
list.
a great site.
No, they'll come up with a list, and it's legit. By the way, Broncos fans,
Denver.
your team is the worst with 58. However, you have been around for a long, long time, so we'll give you that.
Denver's the worst cheaters of all.
Let me go right to the chase with this, Lee, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Very serious question. If they do overturn this, if this game gets replayed on Sunday, are you happy?
It won't.
But I know. But let's
Devil's advocate.
Let's just
I'm
say
gonna no, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because if they replay this game and the Saints lose, then there's a price to be paid. Okay, now what? If they win, then it's y'all had to play them twice to beat them.
Participation trophy.
There's
Exactly.
a no-win situation there for the Saints.
Right. So
And
why do you think that
will
they're?
never be replayed? It'll never be replayed because Goodell does not want to open up that game.
Oh God, no!
Of course not.
Oh God, no! He's already opened that gate with freaking.
I can't stop staring at his head. I'm sorry.
He's already opened that freaking gate with the 49ers quarterback there,
Kaepernick.
He's got a big old
And-
price on his head because of that deal.
And not to get off on that subject, but I bowed out last year.
Yes, you did, sir.
Because of all that.
Good
And
choice.
Even
Good
this
choice.
year, I haven't been back. I mean, look, I didn't watch either one of the Atlanta games. Either
Okay.
one. Me and my girlfriend and kids, we were on the road that Sunday. We did something else. If I'm around and I don't have anything to do, I'll watch it.
Well, let me
But
throw this out here to you.
That has ruined it for me.
Let me throw this out here to you because what they've done now is during the anthem, they show the people on the field
Right.
with the flag. They show the vets. They show everything but the players. And if they do
Right.
show a player, they're going to show a guy. I never understood why guys hold the. I didn't play football. I'm a little guy. I played
'Cause you
baseball.
rest. You rest.
Okay, so
it kind of like
they
lets
show the
you rest your
guys-
shoulders.
Yeah.
Like if you ever just kind of like hang there and like your arms kind of dangle.
Yes.
Well, if you're wearing shoulder pads, they automatically kind of
Oh,
like have
okay,
your
no,
arms
now I get it.
I was
out.
gonna say that shit probably is
So
like
Right, right.
if you're
binding.
holding
Yeah.
like this, it's like a
Okay, so
relax,
now I
you know?
get it. But they'll show the players standing, and they got their hands on their shoulder pads at the neck area, or the players with their hands over their hearts. They're not feeding into the mainstream media bullshit and
Right.
the Kaepernick gimmick because
Right.
they don't want to lose viewers. They want you to
Yeah, I was
watch the
gonna say,
game. They
don't-
want you to buy the gear. They
Don't
want you to
attribute
cheer
that
for
to
your
virtue.
team.
Two-
No.
2020, they're going to have some serious competition, so they need to shut the fuck up.
XFL, baby, we're ready.
We are ready.
Well,
I'll tell you.
look, and I didn't mean to sidetrack you. I was just
No,
just
you're right.
saying that
You're
you
right,
know,
though.
since then, I really haven't been plugged in as much. I'll watch the game
Mhm.
if I can, but as far as we lost that game. Me and my son, of course, we had something to look forward to. We were going to see Metallica in 2 hours later.
Yes, sir.
So,
There you go.
Great videos,
were-
thank you.
we were like, oh, that was terrible. Can't believe we missed that call. But then, and like I said, by this time, I've been drinking for a few hours.
No, not you.
So, right. So, and then I think then the interception, you're thinking, okay, well, why wasn't there pass interference or hands in the face? I haven't seen the replays. I don't know, but then we walked off, said, let's go see Metallica. Done.
Hey, fair.
Maybe next year, maybe not.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna ask you this now. Next year, just kind of dial in a little more. It wasn't that bad. I know during the two Saints beatdowns, and they were beatdowns of Atlanta, I texted you and I said, hey, man, this was a great game. You're like, I didn't even fucking watch. I'm like, okay,
Right.
Doesn't matter. Still, you're Saints guy. Congratulations. And, we had a little exchange. I get the whole thing. Let's put the Kaepernick thing to the side and put that to bed. Let's let that sleep over here because now the TV stations
He's been gone for 2 years.
Right. The TV stations are getting away from that. Fox, CBS,
The only
whoever's
chance
playing
you got
football.
is Cam Newton sitting down for this year. Maybe they fucking pull Kaepernick back
Fuck
to
Cam
actually wear a
Newton.
goddamn Panthers uniform. But
But I guess what it's made me realize is that I have other things to do.
Oh yeah,
Other things
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Other things that are important to me.
But one of the
So-
things that I learned from this, Lee, and I don't mean to step on your point, is that Kaepernick kneels down and says, the NFL is slave owners and the NFL is this and the NFL is that. Yet I watch these games.
No.
And
Kaepernick's
there's-
big thing was the
police
abuse.
and
yes,
gimmick
that was
and
his
schnabbits and
thing.
Whatever.
Don't get it twisted. Because
But wait, he
but
also
everybody,
did
everybody
say
tries to turn it racist
he
with
also
Kaepernick,
did
but it's not
he
about
also
racism.
did
It's not.
say that the police brutality was fueled on racism. But he also said
Well,
he
there's more
also
blacks
said
getting killed by
correct.
Right,
I
that's-
get that. But he also said, and this is out there, the NFL operates like slave owners. Well,
See, that's why you can't open up the Kaepernick fucking Pringles fucking bag right now, dude. Because
I get it.
then
I don't
you-
even want to talk about it.
Right. And didn't LeBron just recently say something similar to that?
Yeah, very
yes, he
close.
did.
That's
Yet
what I'm saying.
he's still raking in the cash.
You can't open up that Pringles can, dude. You just can't. You can't right now.
Right.
We got the Saints on the table. You can't.
All right, let's go back.
Stick
Look,
with the
yeah,
Saints.
to be honest with you, I could give a shit. I could give a shit with either one of them.
There you go.
So,
Lee, I want to
yeah.
ask you about there's a lot of Saints fans that say that one call just ruined the game. It ruined their chance to win. But if I were a Rams fan, which I am not, I would point to the delay of game, 2 face masks, and 1 unsportsmanlike conduct, which, if I do my math right, would have equated to 65 yards and penalties. Could that have changed the outcome of the game?
Yeah, any call or no call can. I mean, but that one no call was not the only penalty on the Saints, or not called for the Saints, or you know what I'm trying to say.
Right,
or,
right,
or
right.
vice versa.
Saints
Right.
had other
Correct.
penalties
correct.
too. I mean, you can't get into adding penalties all this. The bottom line is, it was crunch time. That was a big play, and it was an obvious penalty. It wasn't called. And now, let me ask you this: had it been called, would the Rams fans be up in arms about that wasn't pass interference or targeting?
You start, I'll
Oh
find it.
God, no.
Okay.
Do yourself a favor, real quick. No, after you're done with the phone, watch the replay. I opened up the show with the fact that you guys had a very I want you to be understanding with this. That was a very terrible call.
Yes.
He wasn't even looking at the ball. All he was doing was trying to take that dude out of the game. He truly believed that that person was not going to be involved in that play. The only thing he was afraid of was that your boy was going to block for a big play. So his thought was, if I get him out of bounds, he can't fucking block.
He won't be an option.
Watch that video and tell me I'm wrong. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, no, I guess my point is that was a huge play of the game, or no call, and had it been called, the Rams might have pointed to some other penalties or some other no calls, but they wouldn't have anything to say
absolutely.
about that because it was an obvious penalty.
Oh,
Right.
that was
So,
a bad. That was bad. penalty.
I guess to answer your question, that was a huge no call. I mean, it had everything to do with the end of the game, and it was magnified because the Rams came back to win. Now, if the Saints get the ball and drive down the field in overtime and score touchdown,
Nope.
and it's over, you never hear about it again.
Exactly.
No. This isn't overtime yet. This isn't overtime
Buck
yet.
49
A
left in the
buck
game,
49 left. It's 1st and goal. We talked about this before we got you on the phone, and I'm glad he brought this up because I wanted to ask you this question. It's 1st, and I want to say, was it 12 or on the 15 when he got that pass? What looked like it was hit on there. I think it was like the 12, if I'm not wrong. But Drew Brees has it on the 12-yard line with 1:49 left. He's already been to the red zone, and you even said it, 2-3 times, and only settled for 6 points. It was
Yeah,
it
the
was
first
2
two drives.
right,
Yeah.
right.
First 3 drives scored, but only 2
And
were.
he still
Two were
looked
field
throughout that whole game. He kind of looked sketchy. So, do you
Oh, no, I
honestly
agree.
believe with a minute 49 left on the 12, first and 10 to go, Drew Brees was going to score?
You talking about if the penalty would have been called?
Exactly.
Is that
Yes.
where we're at?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but it was a matter. Regardless,
You
he
guys still got
runs
3.
out.
You guys still got
Yeah,
3.
Okay, let's say you still got 3, but then the Rams get the ball back with what, 15, 20 seconds left?
No, Rams
Okay,
had Rams had 2 timeouts.
Right.
They had 2 timeouts left, so you got to keep that in mind. So they're definitely taking. So the first 2 plays are going to be passes, right?
Okay.
So say you miss those, Rams are instantly taking timeouts. So that's
but-
maybe 15 seconds off. Maybe. I mean, you're talking Drew Brees here, so he throws a laser. Nobody in this room is going to deny that.
Absolutely.
Most 20 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds off the clock. Now you turn around for your third one. You try for the end zone once again, and you take 30 seconds off the clock. They still have at least under 55 seconds left by the time that ball comes back to them. There's a good chance that they still march down that field and at least get a field goal on you guys, tie you, and still go to overtime.
Okay, but it's also yeah. I know you said Breeze he didn't look great, which he didn't.
Right.
He missed a slant early, a quick threw it at his feet and all that. But you're still talking about Drew Brees, Michael Thomas in the red zone. The chance of a touchdown is high.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'll throw
I
in
mean,
another.
the chance of them scoring there is very high.
Let me throw in another
So-
name is Alvin Kamara, because it seemed as if every time he targeted Kamara, it was connection, connection. And let's say that call does get called or it doesn't get called or whatever. Target Kamara. Kamara, whether he was running or receiving, was money that entire night.
Okay, but to your point is if they do get that call and a first down, the percentage, I always show the stats.
Yep.
I guarantee you,
We were watching the same
the
game?
percent of them winning skyrockets right there.
Are you sure?
What do you mean we're watching the same game? Kamara was money that game.
No, he wasn't.
Every time he touched the ball, it was
they
fucking
covered
goal.
him. I think. What do you have? Like
Oh, you're
65
killing
yards?
me.
65
no, it was
total
higher
yards?
than that. Ed, can you go to the Google machine and find out what Alvin Kamara had in that game, please?
I think it was like 65 total yards.
Doesn't matter. Look, I said it about Tom Brady, and this is how Tom Brady wins: 10 yards at a time. You want the slant for 9 yards, you go to Kamara. You want the quick out route for 6 yards, you go to Kamara.
For the last game?
Yeah.
Yes, this past game, the NFC Championship game. I want Kamara's numbers.
Now, I think they had his number. Is my point. I think the defense had Kamara's number. Is my point.
But listen, the point is that one call, it was a big call. Would
No,
the
I
Saints have won?
agree.
Who
I opened the
knows?
show saying the same thing that
Yeah,
you
who
guys
knows,
were robbed.
right?
I have no doubt about it. You guys should have had the first down. My point going into this is even when you guys had overtime, guess what? You guys won the fucking coin toss. What happened? You threw an
That's right.
interception, bro.
Well, Breeze threw it.
I
We didn't
know,
have
well,
anything to do with it.
But
hold
no,
up a
I'm
second
talking
now.
to a Saints fan. I'm talking to a Saints
I got
fan.
you. I got you.
But you did. You threw an interception.
Yeah, he threw an interception to a guy laying on his back. Okay.
That's a
I
great
mean,
point.
Okay, but did he throw an interception or not?
Why was he on his back? Why was he on the back in the middle of the field?
Okay, where was your receiver? If
Tripping
the
over.
defender was on his
Oh God,
back,
this is what I was afraid of.
then
So,
your guy should have caught the ball, no problem.
Well, let him finish.
okay. All right. But look, the point is, if that call's made, who says we get in that situation at that point right there? Everything changes. Everything
Exactly.
changes.
Right, but you got your
Everything
revenge.
changed.
You went to overtime. You could have
Maybe
won.
the first play call, maybe they kick a field goal anyway, and the first play call is a toss right versus a toss left. You never know. Everything we do in life, one thing changes the next thing.
Exactly.
My
So you
point
can't
is,
say,
my point is,
yeah, I
Drew
like to say
Brees.
we would've won.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
My point is, Drew Brees was the same person in overtime that he was at 1:49 left on the 12 with 1st and 10 had you got that pass interference. That's all I'm saying, dude. He
Okay,
looked scared going into overtime. He looked scared with that 1:49 left. If he would have really thrown that ball would have been in his hands.
Ed's got the numbers. Let's go
This
to
is
let's go to the numbers.
The yardage against the Rams, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, only 15.
Thank you.
Really?
They had his number, dude. Kamara
No.
didn't do shit
'Cause-
that game.
And if
And
you
I was being
compare
generous
it,
with 65.
if you compare it to against Philadelphia, just like the week
week
prior,
before.
He owned.
71 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So he got hammered.
No, Rams had Kamara's number. That's my point.
I didn't
is
even
when
drink
you-
Sunday, and I
That's why I
swore
said,
to
are we
God,
watching the same game, dude?
It's possible.
Yeah,
possible.
there's like a huge difference in numbers between those two games.
I know.
I have a question to
Yeah.
close out, and I'm going to let you get back to your life in general. And you've been a fantastic sport through all this. If you have one thing to say to the whole of Saints fan nation, not you, the objective Lee Bozeman that I know and love, the others that are petitioning, suing, buying billboards, what do you say to them?
I don't say anything to them.
Really?
Every team does it.
Yes, they
Exactly.
do.
Every team-
Yes, they
every
do.
Thank
team-
you.
Look,
Thank
hold
you.
up. Now, you know how much crap I heard with the after the Pittsburgh game, and
Yep.
there was I think it was a call on Kamara, and it was called horribly. All they did was bitch, whine, and complain.
Who's
Why?
they? Pittsburgh fan or
Everybody.
Pittsburgh fan or Saint hater?
Pittsburgh fan.
It
Okay,
didn't matter.
okay,
It
Pittsburgh
didn't
fan.
matter.
I ain't gonna say because they needed that win to get in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yep.
They
didn't get it.
Back in the playoff, but it was a big game for them, and so all you heard for the week after was this. Look, I'm friends with Pittsburgh fans on Facebook. That's all I heard.
I
So
believe it.
Now, what are you hearing? It's all that play.
Mhm.
It's every whether it's Seattle, San Francisco, Chicago, it doesn't matter. If you've got a big game, and there's a no call or a bad call or whatever it is, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear everybody bitching and complaining. It doesn't
Yep.
matter what team it is.
Exactly.
That's what y'all don't understand. I mean, shit. Like we talked about with the Atlanta one,
Yes.
it wasn't even a fucking playoff game.
No.
It wasn't even a fucking playoff game. They're starting petitions.
And you know, and I'm gonna
But
throw
but it's a rival
ahead.
game.
right.
But it's a
Oh,
rival
the rivalry is huge, and
So-
that's where I was
so
gonna
you,
go.
You need to like exactly that's the same idea of like say
Red Sox,
yeah exactly
Yankees.
exactly where I'm going with
look,
this.
I understand
Say
that.
you got
but
one
you know-
guy that just keeps showing up in Boston and is an asshole, and then you got that one guy shows up, he's Sully and is an asshole in fucking Yankees. They're gonna squash that shit because the rivalry is more important than the idiots that continue
But the
this
best part,
rivalry on.
the thing that you're
And
saying,
these
and I
guys
get it,
and these guys that are signing these petitions
They're the
are the idiots.
Right.
No, they're the idiots.
but I can sit with Lee right here on the phone right now
because
live.
he's not an idiot.
Exactly.
It's
And that's
simple.
Why he's
That's
my
simple
friend.
fucking math, dude.
You know what though, Chris?
Go
Look,
ahead.
You know what? Here's the deal. You know what you hear? You always hear the squeaky wheel.
Yes, you do.
So are you going to tell me that is, I don't know, 50% of Saints fans, 80% of Saints fans,
God, I hope not.
90% of Saints fans?
I hope not.
You don't know because
I'm not.
I'm the silent majority.
Exactly.
Minorities
Well-
are usually the loudest when it comes to these things. They have the
Well,
loudest
well, to
voices.
speak y'all's language, y'all need to start speaking up because the squeaky wheels is really fucking annoying right now.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, but it's everything. It's every team. That's
No,
what
I
you
hear ya.
only hear the squeaky wheel.
No,
Exactly.
but it's not. But I will tell you what, man. Minnesota, we were winning in. That was our demeanor into the playoffs. And I gotta tell you, I thought we took the NFC Championship loss worse last year than we actually took Chicago loss worse this year. We were, as a group, as a fan, we said, you know what? We played horrible. What do you want? When you show up
Well,
and play the game like that, that's what the fuck
There's nothing
happens.
you can
And
do about that.
Exactly.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
before we let Lee go, I'll agree with this because again, Falcon fan. I belong to a couple Falcon fan. What do you call it? Facebook gimmick Schnabitzfernum. And to listen to these people, you'd think they didn't go out there and lose 34-7. We should have won that game.
How?
Duh, exactly. And I would put that out there.
Wait,
How?
are you playing Madden right now? Yeah, you're right. You should have hit
How?
fucking reset and fucking
How?
done that game all over again, motherfucker.
The Browns game, okay? And this is where I caught the most shit.
The Bills game.
Well, the Browns game for the
all
Falcons.
games.
You go up 14-0, and the Browns scored 28 unanswered to beat the Falcons. And all I got was from Falcon fans, should have won that game. How?
Yeah.
Why?
You know, I'm gonna tell you what.
On what PDE
Cleveland-
fucking steroid
Cleveland was
push.
tough, and I'm glad we played them early because it took a missed field goal in overtime.
You're
You're
right.
damn right. I watched
You're
that
right.
game with so much
That team
interest.
played very tough this year. You right about that, bro.
They took
absolutely
you
right.
guys
and
to
I'm
the
glad
limit.
for them. I was glad for them.
You-
I
Bet
think
your
there was
ass.
a lot of
Thanks,
people
CT.
rooting for that fucking team. There was a lot of
Hey,
people.
but you know
rooting for
what
that
though?
team.
You said Eddie's a Patriots fan, huh?
Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
Yes, he is.
Well, hey, all I'm gonna tell you is good for you, bro. Look, listen, what? And I don't get it because you hear Patriot hating all over the country.
Of course.
I don't understand. The only people I understand it from are Buffalo fans, Miami fans,
Yeah.
and
Jets fans.
And Jets fans. I made the comment
Jets fans.
today. These people are the
I
ones
get
who were shooing the
I-
NFL. They have no fun.
I
They
get
watch this shit
why
every
they
year.
hate him.
Every year.
I get why they hate him. But the rest of us who don't have anything in it, bro, you're watching something that will never be done again.
Exactly.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever. You're watching Bill Belichick plug in no-name player after no-name player.
Yes.
and
Yes.
Tom Brady and take
What do
him
I
to the
what do,
playoffs.
what do I
Pull your
call
hand.
this team, Eddie? Every single year, what do I call the Patriots outside of Tom Brady?
The GOAT.
The island of misfit toys.
Yeah.
These are guys
Yeah.
that couldn't do it anywhere else, and they come to New
Who
England
the
and
fuck
they
was
got
Edelman? Who
fucking
the fuck was Edelman?
Gronkowski, Hogan, Michelle, all these guys.
What the fuck's his
But it's
what's-
I guess my point is it's impressive, and I don't get
Yeah.
the haters.
You're
No,
damn
you're
right.
You're right. And you know what's
I don't
funny
get
is
it.
I got a little story for you is and I grew up in Patriots, Patriots household. My dad watched the Bears,
Decimate.
decimate
I
the
remember that.
Patriots, and I watched a grown man cry, like literally cry. That
That
made
was my
me-
game.
That made me never ever want to be a Patriots fan ever.
It did the opposite for me.
You just grabbed
But
on
you know
and
what?
said
though?
go.
Because look,
Wait.
but besides that couple of years right there, I think they got in the playoffs on a wild card that year, ended up making it to the Super Bowl. But
Yes.
Yeah.
the Patriots were kind of they were a down franchise. Like
Yeah.
Oh, they were a
years. Like,
huge.
I
down
grew up in the
franchise,
'70s,
dude.
early '80s.
Oh,
The Saints were a
God.
fucking laughing stock.
Oh
Yep.
God,
You know,
yes,
so-
yes, they were.
You know,
But
it's
Saints
nice
were
to see those
also,
guys,
if
like,
I'm not mistaken, they were not a
Expansion.
expansion team,
They
correct?
made the playoffs in '79, I believe.
So but they weren't an
Which would
original
have
team.
made no, but
They
which-
weren't an original team, so they were one of the first expansion teams.
They
correct?
came in at the same time, I believe, with the Falcons in '66, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because the Vikings were
I
an
might be
expansion
wrong.
team in 67. 67, 68, and 69. We had those glory freaking years where we pulled the Bills 3 in a row and lost the Super Bowl 3
Right.
in a row.
All right, we appreciate your time. One last question, Lee, and I hope you can be objective. And if it pisses
No.
off Eddie, what do you mean no? Horse shit.
the answer is no.
No, it is. It's bananas.
God.
It's
Pick a winner.
bananas.
Pick a winner on February 3rd. Patriots or Rams?
Oh, wow. After my last little speech, I'm obviously pulling for the Patriots. Listen, and I think listen. I told you this. I don't know, a year or two ago when we talked.
Yes.
I think y'all had the preseason pick 'em, playoffs.
Yes.
Whatever division winners on it. I will always pick the Patriots until somebody proves it otherwise.
Nice.
Always.
Well,
It's-
if Belichick and fucking Brady retire next year after they win this one,
It's
then
going to
there
be
you
tough.
go.
It's going to be
Here's the
tough.
thing. Here's the thing. As a fan, if that happens, I'm going in with a clean slate, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not leaving the team.
Ground floor
Yeah.
Jones, man, that's
I will
good.
always pick the Patriots until somebody proves otherwise.
This is why I love this man. He's been a friend of mine since we got off a bus in late 1990, and
No,
he
you
is the
didn't.
best. I didn't get off that bus.
No, you
I
didn't.
never got off that bus. I never did push-ups. We never had wrestling night in the middle of the square. We never went to Aiken, South Carolina to watch the Trooper
No.
wrestle some bum.
Right, true. That's right.
That's right. The Trooper, Del Wilkes, who became the Patriot later on in WWE. His name is Lee Bozeman. Lee, thank you so much. And we look forward to talking to you, hopefully maybe in August when we do our NFL preview.
All right, I'm picking the Patriots.
We might talk to you before if we talk about other sports. By the way, how's your son doing at University of Monticello, Gimmick Schnabitz? I still don't have a hat.
Yeah, or the pennant. We talked about that when I went and picked him up the other day. I said, man, I gotta get a pennant sent up there and a hat. He's doing good. He played some wide out last year. They moved him over to slot. But the quarterback graduated, senior quarterback, and they got a
Okay.
new offensive coordinator in. So they're talking about trying him, moving him back toward quarterback.
Wow.
They don't know what they're gonna do just yet. So we're gonna see.
Well, give TL3 my best, all of our best, and we look forward to hearing his name in the NFL draft in a couple years. Hopefully,
he'll be there.
You
Probably
know-
row 6, seat 2. I don't know.
And when they say, and with the 6th pick in the NFL draft, Atlanta chooses Terry Bozeman, oh, I will be on my top of my chair naked, just so you know.
Right, and then he puts that Saints hat on and walks out.
I love this guy. Thank you again. Lee
Thank y'all.
Bozeman,
Y'all have a good one.
you
All right,
too, brother.
You too.
Have a good one.
And this is why, again, you get that one fan that can give
Do
you
you see how well my phone worked?
It worked great.
Did,
What-
did
who's-
you
who-
see it
why
all?
am I hearing
Did you
shit?
see that? Because I still had me plugged in.
Okay.
See?
But do
Now
you
it's all
see
taken care
how certain fans can be objective and have an intelligent conversation, whereas others can just go, "Fuck you, who dat,
Well,
who
it
dat,
is
who
a
dat."
big mouth minority. We know that. It's
Of
a-
course,
You know,
I say the same about Patriot
Here's the
fans.
thing. I think the majority of football fans are just that. Football fans. They like the football.
Right, us.
You know?
I mean, there have been times where Mike and I have watched Ohio State, Michigan. We've watched Minnesota, Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
Win or lose, we look at each other, shake hands. That was a good game. We may have stuff to say during the game, but at the end of it, we walk away friends. We go about our business. We come back here every Tuesday night, this week, Wednesday, and we do what we do. This is not fucking war, people. And that's what people don't understand. I'm going to gimmick you right now. But before I do,
Oh, you got to give me a can, though, because I promised him a bottle.
I'll
so.
give you a can. It's,
Ooh.
again, I had an argument with my friend Jeff Lane. I said, football's not war. It's a fucking game. He goes, well, Chris, to be honest, you've never been out on the field with a helmet and pads and all that gimmick. On the field, it's war. I said, you know what? You're right.
It is.
But when you are fan with the shirt on, with somebody else's name on your shoulder blades, it's no longer war. It's fucking entertainment. It's like watching WWE.
Yeah, at
By the
that
way,
point.
if you want to watch the Royal
It's like
Rumble this
gladiators.
weekend, sign up www.loganjabroni.com/wrestling. Get the WWE Network, $9.99 a month, 30 days for free. You'll get the Royal Rumble. We don't have a venue. We're gonna have a venue for WrestleMania. I've already had that in the works. We'll
No,
talk.
we're doing it somewhere. We're either doing it here or we're doing it at Ed's house or we're
I
doing
say
it at
we
my
do it here.
house.
Let me clear it with the missus, and we'll do it.
No, we'll
Fuck
do
it.
We'll do a live event.
All right.
Fuck it.
Anyway.
Anyone's welcome.
We
to
just,
come
we
Anyway.
just we just can't do any sound. I mean,
It's like watching wrestling. You have your favorite. Let's say Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
can we get
If-
the fucking bartender though?
Oh, possibly.
Can we get a bartender?
Let's work on that. Eric B. Mitchell might be available.
Oh,
Now listen.
I bet you can make a mean
Let's say
margarita.
Mike and I had not run parallel like we did for 20 years, and I'm working on it. I'm making a point. You know what? Fuck it. Talk.
I actually wanted to hammer home a point you were making.
Bottle Jones for you. Fuck you.
Thank you. So
Can Jones for you. Fuck you.
the last time prior to this
I
game,
got your Christmas present.
I know.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I know. I'm broke as fuck.
What is it?
So
Go ahead, Ed.
So was I.
Last time the Rams and the Saints got on the field, what's his name there? Kamara had nabbed about 81 yards on
Yeah,
him.
Yeah,
So they knew.
and the Saints
Going
beat
in.
them and,
that's what I
and
told you.
ruined the Rams' perfect season.
Right.
That's what I told you, man. The Rams did
They
their
had-
homework and they had him locked down. That's why I was like,
Would
wait
you
a
say
minute.
that? Would you say
Again,
they
you're
did
right,
their
you're right.
job?
yeah, they did
Did
their
their
job.
job.
You got
They
me
did
on
their
that one.
job.
But look, going back to the football point, let's say Mike and I were friends
Hey,
on
I know my sports.
March 31st,
Hey, you know what I
1996.
say? Numbers don't lie.
No.
March 31st, 1996. Mike and I, if we were friends back then, are sitting in the same room watching WrestleMania 12. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. 60-minute Iron Man match. Do you think we're going to leave throwing fists because Shawn Michaels, my guy, beat Bret Hart, your guy? It's
No,
all
because-
entertainment to us because we're not
Although,
invested.
I will say, had we had some shots, I think we probably would have drove together down to fucking Greenwich and beat Vince McMahon's ass because I was
He was
pretty-
in Anaheim at that
look,
point.
Look, I wasn't blaming Shawn Michaels because you could look at Shawn Michaels' face and you could tell he didn't know what the fuck was going on.
You're talking about the screw job?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
I'm talking about
oh,
WrestleMania.
My bad. I
where
thought you were talking about
where
Screwjob.
Sean won
Yeah.
the belt the first
Yes,
time.
yeah. My bad. I thought you were talking about Screwjob.
Oh no, the screw job. We'd have
The
both been in
first-
a car.
The WrestleMania first time, I would have given you mad daps because that was perfectly done.
It was amazing.
That was perfectly done. From the fact that they introduced his fucking trainer to him coming down on the zip line when he as a matter of fact, we lived in the projects back then.
No shit, huh?
obviously. I know. Oh my god. And Paul Pont's mom would make the fucking bomb chili. And I've told you this. She would always buy the fucking WrestleManias and all the wrestling events, and she'd invite all the fucking kids from the projects to come down and watch it. It was awesome. It was fucking great. And I'll never forget it because she was a huge Shawn Michaels fan, and she was like,
I love her already.
she goes, Mike, if you want to eat any of my chili tonight, admit that Shawn Michaels is going to take the belt. And I wanted that chili, man. I ain't going to lie. At my fucking age.
You gotta throw it out for food, bro.
So I said, yeah, Shawn Michaels is probably going to win. So when he came down that zip card, I'll never forget, man. I'm sitting there eating that chili happy as shit. And I said, this motherfucker's going to win.
Nice.
Because I knew. As soon as it came on that zip line, you knew.
But you know,
You knew, man.
the
You
correlation
knew it.
the correlation makes sense. All of us, none of us have played professionally. None of us beyond high school, some of you college. There might be a few of you, and identify yourself, who have actually played professionally on a team. We have nothing but sweat equity in this team. And what do I mean by that? Here, let me show you. On the inside of this cap, there's a little ring. You know what that is? That gray ring? That's sweat. That's all I have. I don't put my life on what the Falcons do, and
I
I'll
go
put my
through
life on what the Yankees do. Go
4
ahead.
hats a year at work because I sweat through those
Well, that's
fucking
different.
things.
Like if you like this cap, I only wear this
So I'm
cap.
just saying. I just want you to know, like, eventually,
I still can't look at your fucking head right
eventually, the sweat is gonna break that hat down.
Yeah. I've had
you
hats
will
that
not
done
have
that.
exactly. You're not gonna own that hat forever. If you own that hat while you watch a game, you will
now.
not
The
own that
only
hat
thing
forever.
that we have is the love for that team.
Yes.
But what we do, how hard we cheer, what jersey we wear, how hard we jump on the couch, whatever, doesn't make a lick of difference. And let me point you back to about 3 years ago, Thanksgiving, where we all at Loki's house donned Vikings gear. And the Lions somehow found a way to win. And I heard this man, I hear this speech like, I don't know, 3 times a year in the 5 years we've worked together. Fuck you, I hate you, I'm never going to root for you again, you suck, kiss this, eat shit, put it up your butt,
He's
etc.
Well,
You
well
did.
actually, you didn't hear it this year. You
This
probably
year I
hear-
didn't. This
probably
year I
didn't
did
hear it
not.
last year either, but yeah, you heard it that
No,
year.
last year I got injured, but
You-
that's okay.
you-
I
actually-
accept that.
You had a change of attitude with the miracle.
Yes, thank you.
Like there was a twinkle of hope in your eye.
it
again.
certainly was.
Yeah, well, they fucked
was
me
like-
for so long that
At the end, look,
you get
let's
that.
get back to the topic. How ridiculous, because no
that and
other.
I got spoiled with the Red Sox.
Yes, you
That
did.
too.
By the way, again, tip of the hat to the 2018 World Champion Boston Red Sox. How ridiculous are Saints fans right now on a scale of 1 to 10? Give me your opinion around the table. I'll give mine last of how ridiculous Saint fan is right now.
All right, number one. I think I said it the best, man. How can you sit there? You won a Super Bowl
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. You're living euphoria.
You're one of 2 teams in your division that has ever won a Super Bowl, by the way.
Dolphins, Jets, and Bills fans haven't even seen an AFC championship,
In 20 years.
let alone a Super Bowl. Let alone a Super Bowl. And you want to sit here and complain to me about your heartache, your trauma, and what this game is doing to you. Okay, well, if this game is doing that much to you, and you won a Super Bowl 10 years ago, then do yourself a favor and become a Boston Red Sox fan, because you obviously, I mean, after the Patriots win this Super Bowl, Tom Brady's going to retire, and so is Bill Belichick. So unfortunately, that dynasty is going to be dead. You're going to need another dynasty to cling on to. LeBron isn't going to bring the Lakers anywhere strong, so that dynasty is going to be out. Maybe you could have the Yankees. If they might be forming a dynasty. They might.
It's in the early stages.
They've had their dynasty.
They have.
Right. But they might. Right.
You never know.
No dynasty lasts forever.
However,
The Celtics, same
Saints
thing.
fans, you will not have a dynasty anytime soon.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
First of all, it takes time.
Drew Brees
Takes building too.
is on his way out.
Yep.
If you're lucky, you got 2 more years with him.
Hall of Fame first ballot easily.
Oh, absolutely. We're not dogging Drew Brees. I'm not saying one negative thing about him.
I don't think any of us are
No,
talking
no.
shit
Oh,
on the players.
We're not. No,
No.
we as fans respect the players of the Saints. There's not a person at this table that has disrespect for those players. As a matter of fact, you guys went out and put your heart and souls on that field.
Amen.
Did you get screwed? Yes. However, your fans are making you look like a fucking big, old, smelly, slimy can of Vienna sausages. And it's disgusting
Wow.
right now. It's disgusting. I hope you don't get your way, because Roger Goodell, if you do, and I swear to you, I love these guys. I do. I do.
Those guys.
I do. I love these guys too.
Thank you.
Skull.
I do. However,
Kodiak.
if you do this Article 17, and I don't think you will, but if you do, out of every other game that you could have changed before this, if this is the game that makes you say, you know what? They're right. All their snowflakery is right. Let's give them what they want.
I had a friend.
Then I'm done. I will continue to have my merchandise, and I'll still wear it, but I am not going to go out of my way to watch your stupid fucking games no more. I will not go out of my way to root for your team. I will not go out of my way to go B-dubs and enjoy fucking wings and beer.
Right.
It's not going to happen, dude.
Let me.
Please, for fans all across the NFL, don't do this.
Let me throw it out to you like
Don't
this.
do this.
Let's go back to December 26, 1983.
Oh, you can't go back that far.
Yes, I can.
Oh.
I'm a young man. If I want to sue somebody, I'm going to sue the World Wrestling Federation. On December 26, 1983, I'm a young man.
You're a salty motherfucker. That's what you are.
I'm watching on USA Network the live feed from Madison Square Garden. It was my main man, the man
We
who
know.
on this show put me in a fucking chicken wing. This man right here, Mr. Bob Backlund.
Yeah, it was.
You can see behind me.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Go find it. Against the Iron Sheik. And he's in that camel clutch, and he's not giving up. He's just right there. He's just doing his bit. He's toughing it out. And his manager throws in the towel, which you don't do in wrestling. But guess what? That night, you did it in wrestling.
Ding, ding, ding.
And my man lost the belt. I didn't cry. I didn't get fired up. I was raised right. It's just fucking sports, or sports entertainment, as it were. A couple years ago, I can remember the Falcons being in the NFC Championship game against the 49ers, who eventually went on to lose to the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Bad call on Roddy White. Could have done the same thing. Could have changed the game. I don't think anybody heard me bitch. No, I reached out to Bill Bingham. I reached out to Susan, can't remember your last name. Sorry, not sorry. Whatever. My cousin Lee, 49ers fan. I reached out and I said, hey, you know what? Congratulations. Go kick ass in the Super Bowl. That's what you do. This isn't fucking war. And that's the problem I have with a lot of these Saints fans who will continue to go, oh, look, Cheater Jones, here's the uniform. I'm going to send this to you, and I'm going to post it on our page, and I want the general public to chime in. They said, here's the new ref outfits for 2019, blue and yellow, the color of the Rams. It's like, stop. When do you realize
they did this for the Patriots?
Fuck.
The
you know what?
Patriots have their own refs.
Let me give you some props right here, because not only are you the best producer in the business, but
You don't want to work for free.
I'm objective. Look, the Patriots had the 1 or 2 cheating scandals. They had Spygate. Fuck, I hate when they do that. Stop putting gate at the end of
And
everything.
the deflated ball scandal.
And the deflated ball scandal. 2.
Which Tom Brady got punished for.
Yes, he did. But let's move forward.
You said it.
What did he say?
He said deflate gate.
Deflate. Fuck. Stop putting gate at the end of everything.
Fucking bald gate over here.
Bald gate.
Said
I can't stop.
Clipper gate.
I
whatever it
can't
is.
look at your head right now.
Clippergate.
Any Clipper gate right here. At the end of the day, look, every team cheats. Every team cheats. Saint fan seems to forget about the bounty problem. Saint fan seems to forget about a lot of things. But they'll point to you, Patriot fan, and I'm pointing at you, Eddie, on purpose. They point to
I would be the only one.
right, but they point to me, Falcon fan, where you guys piped in noise to throw off the other team. Okay, fantastic. That's wonderful. We piped in noise. Yay. We didn't pay players and say, hey, go take out Brett Favre and we'll pay you $200,000.
True.
Do you get the hypocrisy right now?
I mean,
There's very little hypocrisy.
I have a
Oh
little
my
message.
God. Go ahead.
To the 700, 800,000 or so Saint fans, or even non-Saint fans that just want to be a part of this bullshit.
Idiots.
And you know there are some.
Idiots.
You know they're out there.
Yeah, they're either Patriot haters or Ram haters now.
Let me break it down in a language they can understand.
Hopefully.
They will.
Love it.
And for those of you that think
I
Rod-
love it.
was it Goodell should, essentially abuse his power in favor of a team.
Like I said, dude, I hope to God not.
He won't.
This is the one time that he I mean, but
You know what though? Don't cut me off just yet, but
no, you're good.
here's a perfect opportunity for the Saints. And let me tell you why. The team should get on national TV and say, stop.
Yeah. Yes.
No, just get on
Yeah.
TV and be like, hey, listen, we love you guys. We appreciate this passion, this emotion,
But that's
this
enough.
drive.
But that's enough.
Look, it was a bad call. We lost the game.
As a matter of fact, the NFL already apologized for it.
Right.
They did.
Nobody's saying it isn't a bad call.
Right, exactly.
But you'd set a precedent with that. That rule is a nuclear option when things go completely backward. When everybody will be in agreement, holy fuck, that game needs to either be done over or something needs to be robbed because they're straight up payola on referees, like I said.
And guess what? It's going to be decided like the next day. Like Monday, that game is going to be fucking replayed. Like those players are not getting on planes.
And
like
Roger
Roger Goodell is going to be like, dude, do not fucking leave the area.
Let's say they replay the game. I think the Saints should say, you know what, we decline.
Right.
If they want to do it right, they should say, no, we decline. But if they decide to be jackasses and play that game, and Lee's right, if they go in there and they lose worse.
They lose
Exactly.
That brand,
they
that
lose
franchise,
big time.
fucked.
Yeah.
The whole thing goes
you're
south about 120 miles an hour.
Every game
you might
they
as well
get into,
you might as well change your color to doo-doo brown and doo-doo light brown. Like 'cause-
Every
wow,
game they
Doodoo
play-
Brown, I love it.
and some
Big
of
ups
these,
right here.
some of these guys got to be talking shit on the field.
All right.
Oh,
So
yes.
now they're going to be locking eyes with the best of the best in the NFL, and they're going to be like, "What are you going to do if I hit you? You're going to cry to
Oh,
Goodell.
boo, Schneebitz
You're gonna ask for a do-over."
we need a
Nice.
do-over here. Hey, need a do-over.
And there's going to be some like motherfuckers going to be like, "I'll gladly beat your ass twice."
Do you guys have anything to pimp, plug, or otherwise push on the people before we go?
Yes, a TV show based on my favorite book series started, The Passage.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Catch up on Hulu if you haven't. On my author page, I am going to be critiquing each episode live stream. The 2 episodes have gone by, so I'm going to critique 2 of them this week. It's going to be fun. We're going to compare how it does between the book and the show.
Mhm.
So far, I'm liking it.
That's Mark Paul Gosselaar, right?
Right. He
Yeah.
wouldn't have been my first pick for Wallgas, but he's doing a great job.
That's
That's
what I was
always-
afraid of. I wanted to know he was doing a great job.
Always a
He
good
is.
show.
He is.
Real quick, Mark Singer recently has been thrown up into the mix for the whole sleeping with 17-year-old boys.
Ooh.
If you guys have not
Mark's
heard this,
Beastmaster?
no.
That was
from X-Men.
excellent. Yeah.
Oh.
Brian Singer. I'm
Brian
sorry,
Singer.
Brian Singer.
Yeah,
Brian
I was
Singer.
gonna. I
My
was
bad.
with you.
I
I
like
was
Mark-
like, whoa.
My
Like
bad, my
the
bad, my bad,
Beastmaster?
my bad.
Say it ain't so.
Brian Singer has been allegedly caught. Which, by the way, this is all coming from App Pupil, which y'all know who else was in there. Kevin Spacey.
Uh-huh.
And we
Ooh.
already know Kevin Spacey. Yeah, exactly. His defense is that he's already in with Bad Company, so don't already assume that he's guilty because he's with Bad Company. I gotta say this. It doesn't look too fucking promising for
You
him.
know what? Next week, I believe is Do You Know It's Fucked Up. It's been a while. We'll talk about this. We already got a couple stories.
Yes, we do.
No, we definitely do. But I gotta
Um,
say, if you haven't heard it, we're
Yeah,
telling you
my-
this first. He's obviously the mind behind X-Men. He's the big mind behind fucking
He's still the
Bohemian.
producer on all of them,
Dude,
right?
Bohemian Rhapsody. He just fucking
Oh.
did. So this is huge. Like if this turns out to be real, you know, and his big thing is he's saying Esquire brought this fucking story out right now because he hit it big with Bohemian Rhapsody. Look, dude, people bring out stories because they get information, and I hope when they said
Whether or not it's real.
when they said App Pupil, that's what made me start thinking because that was Kevin Spacey. All right,
Right, right.
And we
you remember the actor from that Brad Renfro who died? I think of
Yes.
a drug overdose.
yes,
Like he was all fucked up in the head. Makes you wonder. It's a
I'm just-
speculation.
I'm just saying,
I'm
yeah,
just saying,
exactly.
It makes you wonder. That kid was fucked up. That was his
and it's
big role.
always kids, and it's
Yeah.
always kids, dude. It's always alcohol, and it's always drug related. And guess what? This guy can probably get his hands on everything to fucking 45 to Sunday.
Right.
Sad.
There's
Did
exactly.
you see that fucked up video Kevin Spacey did?
Yes. Dude.
Oh, the
Where he
one where he said,
pretends-
"Can I be frank for a minute?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that whole video and it's just like,
Dude, it's disgusting.
He was in character.
yeah.
No,
Well, it's weird.
No,
It's like,
I don't know if he was in character or if
no,
that
he was pretending to be Frank Underwood.
No,
Yes.
but I think he was really like here. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what I'm like. That,
yes,
Who
you're
does that?
Speculation.
You're feeling me. You're,
That'd be like James Earl Jones being accused of like molestation and putting on a Darth Vader costume.
just,
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was totally not feeling
Good blow this is. Not that we're not making light of this.
Yeah.
but
No, we're not.
We kind of are.
No.
But
You have to because
It's
that's some scary
entertainment.
ass shit,
Stop
man.
fucking.
That's some scary ass fucking shit.
Yeah, it is.
Because you got to think of it this way: he's going into character to make it right in his head.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's literally trying to make
What if he's
this
innocent?
right in his head.
That's
Who?
my question.
Kevin Spacey?
it's
Yes.
the worst
Do
way
you
to
really think that
fucking
he's
defend
innocent?
himself.
No, but what if he is?
It's the
Did I think OJ was innocent? No,
If
but what if he is?
If he is innocent, then number one, you're right. He has some weird ass fucking ways of showing it, and
Yep.
number two, he does sure fucking pick a weird group to fucking hang around with.
Exactly.
If you're trying to prove your innocence.
and
if
again,
you're-
innocent till proven guilty.
No, and that, exactly. I love Kevin Spacey. I thought he
Amazing.
was fucking incredible.
I loved House of
in-
Cards before he got
Oh, yeah.
tossed from it.
And fucking what is it? Seven.
7, 21, anything he's ever fucking done.
He's just been incredible. He's just fucking incredible.
Hell, I
just,
even like that Dennis Leary movie where he
Oh, for the love of Pete.
kidnapped those people.
But
like,
it's
The ref.
The ref.
yes,
Amazing.
Same idea with Robin Williams though. It's you
don't know.
to be a genius,
You got to be fucked up.
there's something wrong. Right, exactly. So it's-
We're geniuses. Look at us.
Yeah,
Look, you got a bald fucking head.
we're not that good yet, bro. 'Cause
I
we-
can't stop staring at your head.
We still living off of fucking nickels and dimes right
I got
now, bro.
you.
So-
Like Kanye West. He's a genius.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
fuck.
fucking-
No, here, I'm going to pimp something out.
and he is fucking yes.
If
He's
you're
fucking
listening
nuts.
to this on YouTube, this is
iTunes.
tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. If you're listening to this on audio only, it's going to be another day. We have local Connecticut racing champion Joey Ternulo on the C&J Speedway Review. This is going to be huge. This kid can't even buy beer. He's a two-time champion, and we got him on the C&J Speedway Review. Beyond that, next week, we are recording the first ever
Well,
My
that's
Go
why
ahead.
he can't buy beer.
Well, I'm gonna drink beer.
You probably
while
bought him beer.
No, I did
You
not.
bought him the beer to get him on the show, didn't you? Didn't you admit it right now? You bought him a 12-pack to get him on the show.
Truth be told, if he'd asked me, yes, I'd have bought him beer.
I'm
But
just
he
fu-
didn't.
I'm fucking with you.
Truth be told, if he said, Chris, I'll be on the show if you buy me a 12-pack of Natty, I'd have been $6 Jones, 12-pack of Natty just for him. But that's tomorrow night on the C&J Speed Review. Next week, we start recording the My Journey with Music. Everybody's going to have some fun. You provide the road trip. I'll provide the soundtrack. We're going to have some fun. And I have something special for Loki on the first episode, which will entice him to actually listen to the first episode. We're going to have some fun. I know you've listened to the Speedway. I know you've done this. I know you've done that. We all support each other. I've watched the Basement Quest, the first, what was it, the little gimmick teaser. It was all fun. I want to support you guys, and I know you guys support whatever Eddie does or I do or whatever. This one's going to be fun. This one's going to be exciting. Not that anything other that we do isn't exciting. But I have one question for the both of you, and this will come up. I've already written the first 6 weeks of the show. One song you want to hear on My Journey with Music.
Wow, now all I hear is water running. But
Well, that's because of them upstairs. They're retarded.
I mean, but it's like something that
Something that you
can't
like,
go on without ever listening to.
just that you would
like-
love to you just want to hear it. You don't hear it on regular everyday radio. You're at work. I know they blast radio everywhere you work. Everywhere has some sort of radio station gimmick campus for them. You just want to hear one fucking song that pumps you. What do you want to hear? I'll put it on the list right now.
Gotta be No Easy Way Out, Robert Tepper.
Oh, it's not even on my list. It's on now. No Easy Way Out, Robert Tepper. Why does my pen not work? Let me get
I don't
the
know.
other pen.
I got a working pen.
Thank you. I'll take that one. No Easy Way Out. If you answer something I already have, Eddie, you're fired.
Well, let me tell you about the song I wrote. I'm going to give it to you.
No, I will
Fine,
never play that.
Don't worry.
Go ahead. What do you
Be
want? What would
happy.
you love to hear? It's your road trip. I provide
Well,
the soundtrack.
since I get to play a song at the end, it's kind of pointless to have me ask me.
after
what I want, so.
after week 2, week 3, producer's
Oh,
choice.
now it's on week 3.
I already said that. I can go back and find that. Don't test me, boy.
I don't know, Loki. I heard I get to have a song at the end every.
I heard
show.
that.
No,
I heard-
the end of the
that's
show
what
is
I
a
heard.
fun song. You get
That's what I heard.
You get the penultimate song. Producer's choice. It's in the text messages.
God,
One song you just want to hear that you don't hear on everyday
Breakups aren't
giving.
easy.
What is it?
Breakups aren't easy.
Who does that?
Just-
Producers don't get paid enough. You're
the
killing
theme,
me.
The theme to Degrassi High.
You're fucking killing me. Theme.
Dude, I can't work under pressure like this.
All right, I'll tell you what. Week 3, when Producer's Choice comes in, I hope you have something ready.
I already
But-
have a song picked out, so
I hope you do, because I have one in week 1 that is dedicated to you. But, man, the Focus Digital Network grows each and every day, and I'm having so much fun, and you guys are the best. Having said that, give me your take. Tell the Saints fan to go fuck themselves, because I've already done it.
I don't need to. I think they're doing a great job of it themselves right now. I mean, I'm serious, guys. You're being ridiculous. There's so many things that you could be actively like pushing. It sucks that you're not
Veterans'
going-
rights.
Look, it
government
sucks
shutdown.
that you're not going to the NFL. It sucks that you're not going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. It does. It really does. We've all been there. All right.
Yep.
Jesus, like, what? The worst.
Did
part
you
is,
throw a fit in '99 when Morton Anderson kicked that field goal to send the
It
Falcons?
Sucked, man. Did I cry for about 15, 20
Did
minutes?
you?
Yeah.
Did you put out a lawsuit?
No. That's what I'm
Done.
saying. So, like, come on, guys. Like, it's just
It's sports.
this. If this does get changed, which it's not, it's not. If this does get changed, though,
it'll hurt the NFL if he did.
It would hurt everything. It would
20
hurt sports in general.
2020, baby.
XFL.
I
Let's
think
do it.
the only thing I'm gonna say, obviously, is
Before we do,
It's crazy.
I know
That actually sounds so similar to a Packers wine.
it really does.
It's so crazy.
Before we do you know what's fucked up next week? I challenged these guys, and I'm going to give them the list. The XFL has announced the 8 cities.
I was already ready for that tonight.
Oh.
I thought that was gonna be part of the.
No,
tonight
that's the
thing.
beginning.
I thought we were
of-
gonna do the Saints mashup.
I
with-
figured the Saints was so hot and the Saints was so topical that it would take, which it did.
This is a Vikings wine.
It sounds manly enough, yeah. It does sound manly enough. They could be a Vikings. I've heard this from this man.
That's classic right there. Are those like real no's?
Just a bunch of no's.
Those are people's no's.
And
That's
it
awesome.
ends
dude.
with Darth Vader's no.
That is awesome. I like
that is the Viking wine.
I'll buy it.
That is fucking awesome.
If I could give one thing to Saints fan, shut up.
Yeah,
You-
please.
You
Before
talked
before you do any more damage.
exactly. You talked junk throughout the entire season.
Yes.
You said we that,
Oh
we
my
that, who that,
God.
etc. You picked on every team that you didn't play, whether it was the Vikings, the Falcons, the Patriots. Oh my God! If Saint fan hates anybody other than the Falcons, it really is the Patriots. You picked on everybody, and where are you now? If I've said one thing that is true throughout the duration of this podcast and through my life, there is one champion, and the rest are losers. Hey, by the way, where are you sitting on the Super Bowl with your team?
Oh,
on the couch.
Just sitting there.
Where am I sitting?
He won't say
Shut
it.
up, Eddie.
He won't
Yeah.
say it.
Where am I sitting on the Super Bowl? On the couch.
On the ottoman. There.
Exactly.
You eating some good food.
The only one
Come on, guys.
that has bragging rights is Producer Ready Focus.
If I win.
No,
Well,
you're
if they
in
win.
the Super Bowl.
Well, right now, it's even the same thing. Look, we got exactly what we wanted, people. We got the first and second seed facing off against each other, not only on one, but on both conferences.
Exactly.
People.
They were amazing
The
games.
AFC
Amazing games.
and the NFC were both the
1 and
best. Exactly. That was the best and the best and the best and the best versus the best. It was, dude.
You couldn't have asked for better.
We got the best.
It wasn't Wild Card
We
Jones. It was
got
the
best.
two best.
So what did you get? We got 2 and 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's just goes to show
Sorry,
you,
not
man.
sorry. I dare say our favorite Saints fan will not be listening to this show, but I really don't give a
No,
fuck.
well, put the invitation out
What-
there. Don't
What are you
care.
talking about? I just had her on the phone.
Please listen when it comes up to the Basement Quest, to the Libertarian Focus, the Writer's Focus, C&J Speed Review, My Journey Through Music. The Focus Network grows day by day. You want to lead them out?
Guys, just make sure you take care of that. We only have a few more weeks putting up on that one little area that we can't mention, and we're gonna change over to something better.
It's going to be great.
But if you can still drop $1,000 onto that Patreon, we have a bottle up there.
I drank some of that the other night. You can
Holy
see.
shit, he did.
Thank God.
And I will and I will tell you all about that on the first episode of My Journey with Music.
We don't care about that because we're gonna replace that with Jack Daniels.
Yes, we are. I'll buy it. I don't care. Look, we
Or-
could
or
do it with Crown Royal.
Peach if it's coming out.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just got
So-
the word May in this area. May.
Go
Crown
Eddie.
Royal
It's your
Peach.
birthday.
Yep.
Getting peach
yep.
whiskey for
I
your
am
birthday.
so
Truth.
if it says Crown Royal,
Truth.
I'll try it. But
Hey, Bird
Crown
Dog
Royal
Peach
Maple
was
can
fucking
kiss it.
great.
Dude,
Yes,
I
it
love
was.
See, I love peach. Peach vodka.
Yes,
I try all
yes.
the time.
I like peach too. So peach
I just-
peach whiskey is fantastic.
with the-
I tried the peach red. It was a little too sweet. but-
yeah.
Peach red what?
You know, like the red apple
Yes.
drinks and stuff.
Oh,
They have a peach one.
Was not good.
Okay.
Yeah, those are too sweet. In
Yeah, but
general.
see, I was gonna say the red's is sweet already. So then you
Yeah.
add peach to it, and that's probably like sucking on a gummy bear or some shit. Man.
worse than that.
All right, guys, we want to thank y'all very much for tuning in every single week. We will be back again next week
On
for
Tuesday.
our flagship episode. Do you know what's fucked
Oh,
up?
it's gonna be a good one.
Oh, it's going
Oh.
to even be better than that because it's going to be streamlined.
And I'm going to Florida.
We're going to try to get as
We're live
many
at
of
Florida.
these put in as possible with a 10-minute time limit for each one. And we will
Which will be 15 minutes for Eddie.
It'll be enforced. No, these will be enforced. These will be enforced. We will try to get as many Do You Know What's Fucked Up next week for your enjoyment. Trust me. It's all about you guys right now.
Send us your fucked up stories. If you
Yes.
want us to talk about it.
We'd love to talk about it. We touched on one tonight, and we're going to continue it with it next week. So, guys, make sure you join those fucking website pages, please. You got that movie you want to go check out? Go to our website. You got that freaking thing you
Fandango.
love on Amazon? Go to our website. You love any of our affiliates? If you haven't seen them in a long time, go to our website and check them out.
If you want to do better on your football predictions than we did,
Football
the
Focus.
Football Focus
Trust
membership
us. Trust
gives you
us.
all the stats, helps you put together everything you need to do.
Amen.
I have a quick link on there, LokiandJabroni.com/football.
I think I'm going to cheat this year, and I'm going to go to the Football Focus before we have
Now,
our football
We talked
show.
about it for the last 3 years. This year, we're finally going to have, I'm going to do it, the Loki and Jabroni football fantasy gimmick on Yahoo.
Yep.
You send us your link. It's by not invitation, but acceptance only.
Yeah, yes.
Is going to be a Loki division. He'll be in the Loki division,
And
obviously.
I'll actually be. This is gonna be my first fantasy football league ever. By the way,
This will be
people.
my first in 6 years.
I haven't done one in forever.
Pokey,
Like, never.
Pokey,
Never.
Zach, who never
He-
shows up on the
No,
podcast.
he's been trying to get me to do it too, and I told him I
Same.
don't do it. I don't do it. But if it's got the Loki and Jabroni logo attached
We're
to
going to
it,
do it.
I'm gonna do it. That's a no brainer. Next week, next Sunday is the
Royal Rumble.
We're gonna be doing it live here and in your
Hopefully
face.
here.
We can't have any background sound because we've gotten tagged for that. However, we will be incorporating our own, and there's gonna be some food and some alcohol.
Hopefully.
And if
Y'all
you're-
can't have the food and alcohol, but
No.
you can.
No,
watch
you
it.
Well,
can
if you're in the area, drop by and you can have some of the food and the alcohol.
Exactly. And it's all good. I don't know what I was going to say, but it doesn't matter what I'm going to say. Oh, yes, I do remember what to say. Eddie, steal the famous 2 lines or 2 words from the other podcast and lead us out.
Saints suck.
I love it. Roll Tide, bitches.